Okay, so we'll start by reading Mangalachan. Om Agyarativaranthasya Jnananjan Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manovishnam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamyam Dadati Swapadantikam. Vandeyam Shri Guru Shri Utapadakamlam Shri Guru Vaishnavamsha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Saganda Gunathan Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Pada Sagalita Shri Visakanvitam नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी इति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषशून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांतराधा कांतमोक्षिते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वंशाकल्पितरूपश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यः च पतितनां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे कृष्ण. So thank you all for joining this Sunday again, and today we are going to read Bhagavad Gita chapter 2 verse number 54. Anybody wants to read first?
Prabhu, 53, right? 54 or 53, yeah, Prabhu?
54. So.
Okay.
Okay. So I will read first, then we can you all can read one by one. अर्जुन वाच स्थितप्रज्ञस्य का भाषा समाधिस्तस्य केशव स्थितादि किं प्रभाषेत किम् असिता व्रजते किम्. अर्जुन उवाच स्थितिप्रज्ञस्य का भाषा समाधिस्तस्य केशव स्थितादि किं प्रभाषेत किमासिता व्रजेत किम्. Can you take your turn to read one by one?
Arjuna, shall I read?
Yeah, please.
Arjuna uvacha sthita prajnasya ka bhasha samadhistastav keshava stiti tadi kim prabhasheta kimasita vrajeta kim.
Next.
स्थित अर्जुनोवाच स्थितप्रज्ञस्य भाषा समाधिसत्याश केशव स्थितदिः किं प्रभाषेत किम् असीत प्रजात किम्.
Arjun Nivasa Sita Vidyamasa Bhasa Samadhi Sattva Kesava Iti Prabhutit Vinasiti Vrisheta.
Arjuna uvacha स्थितप्रज्ञस्य का भाषा समाधिस्य केशव स्थितादि किं प्रभाते किमाति व्रजेते किम्.
स्थितप्रज्ञस्य का भाषा समाधिस्थस्य केशव स्थितधि किं प्रभासेत किमासीत व्रजेत किम्.
अर्जुन उवाच स्थितप्रज्ञस्य का भाषा समाधिस्थ केशव स्थिताधि किं प्रभासेत किमासीत व्रजेत किम्.
अर्जुन उवाच स्थितप्रज्ञस्य का भाषा समाधि तस्य केशव स्थितधि किं प्रभासेत किम् आसित व्रजेत किम्.
हरे कृष्ण. अर्जुन वाचा स्थिता प्रजनस्य का भाषा समाधि स्थितस्य केशव स्थितादि किं प्रवसतेत किम् असतीत व्रजेत किम्.
Okay, next. Okay, okay.
Hare
अर्जुन
Krishna.
उवाच सित सित प्रज्ञस्य भाषा सितकेशव सितधीप किं प्रभास्यतं किमस्तीव विभजेत किम्
Hare Krishna. Arjuna Uvacha. Sthita स्थितप्रज्ञस्य का भाषा समाधिस्तस्य केशव स्थितधि किं प्रभासेत किम् असितव्रजेत किम्. Hare Krishna.
So I think everyone have read. So we will go to word by word meaning. So Arjun Vacha. Arjuna said, Sthiti Pragyasya, of one who is situated in fixed Krishna consciousness. Ka, what? Bhasha, language. Samadhi Stasya, of one situated in trance. Keshava, O Krishna. Sthiti Dhi, one fixed in Krishna consciousness. Kim, what? Prabhasheta, speak. Kim, how? Asita, does remain still. Prajeta, walk. Kim, how? Translation and purport by His Divine Srimad Srivan Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Arjuna said, "O Krishna, Uh, what are the symptoms of one whose consciousness is thus merged in transcendence? How does he speak, and what is his language? How does he sit, and how does he walk?" Purport. His Divine Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Are there any symptoms for each and every man in terms of his particular situation? Similarly, one who is in Krishna consciousness has his particular nature, talking, walking, thinking, feeling, etc. As a rich man has a symptom by which he is known as a rich man, as a diseased man has a symptom by which he is known as diseased, or as a learned man has a symptom, so a man is in transcendental consciousness of Krishna has specific symptoms in various degrees. One can know his specific symptoms from the Bhagavad Gita. Most important is how the man in Krishna consciousness speaks. For speech is the most important quality of any man. It is said that a fool is undiscovered as long as he does not speak, and certainly a well-dressed fool cannot be identified unless he speaks. But as soon as he speaks, he reveals himself at once. The immediate symptom of Krishna conscious man is that he speaks only of Krishna and of matter relating to him. Other symptoms then automatically follow as stated below. Hare Krishna. Jai Gurudev, Jai Shri Prabhupada. So, so in this chapter, so currently in this shloka, uh, Krishna and Arjuna are discussing about the symptom of Chitta Pragya. Devotees who are not speaking can put themselves off mute. So, so here Lord is Arjuna is asking about the Chitta Pragya. Okay. So from shloka number 54 to shloka number 72, the qualities of Jivan Mukta are being discussed. Okay, and this particular shloka, Arjuna is asking questions regarding about a sthit pragya. A sthit pragya is one a self-realized soul, or a jivan mukta, or one who is in samadhi or divine consciousness. Okay, and in this shloka, Arjuna is asking particularly 3 4 questions. In fact, 4 questions. So, ka bhasha, he's saying ka bhasha. So, he's asking what are the given general symptoms of a sthit pragya. So, for this, Lord gives the answer in shloka number 55. So, so the symptom of sthit pragya, Lord explains in 55. And then he asks Kim Prabhasheta. So he's asking how was sthit pragya, a devotee in Krishna consciousness, in Krishna consciousness, how does he speak? So, I mean, speak in the sense how what is his reaction on receiving praise or blame, affection or hate, and what he will say internally and externally. So, in if you see in general, we will speak something on outside when we are in outside world with so many other people, and then contrary to that, we will speak when we are in a close circle. So that is the time when our real test is. We can speak so much nicely when we are in a association of devotees, or we can. So all of us, most I mean 99% of us are in duplicitous nature. So we have this quality of being duplicitous. We will speak something in front of the people, and we will speak something else in the back, back. So this is what the duplicity is all about. And then Kim Asita, how does it sit? So that means how does it distance its senses from the sense object? So what I mean, and then the next question is asking is Kim Rajita, how does he walk? So how does he respond to the sense object? So for Kim Prabhasita, Lord gives the answer in sloka number 56 and 57. And for Kim Asita, he gives the answer in between 58 and 63. And from Kim Rajita, how does he walk? He gives the answer in sloka number 64 and 70. So if you see here, Lord is making Arjuna is making sure that he is asking all the relevant questions, and Bhagavad Gita is about the questions and answers. And in fact, the Prabhupada tells us that our whole life, our whole day, if you see, it starts with question and ends with an answer. From morning till the night, we are only seeking question and answer. So it all depends, what kind of question and answer, what types of question we are asking, and from whom we are seeking the answer. If you see in a life, in the morning itself, we will ask, where is my brush? Where is my this? Where are you? What you are doing? What you are eating? Where you are going? And if we, I mean, scrutinizely see, all of us are just doing question and answer, question and answer, question and answer. So that's where, now since previously in the previous section, uh, we will see how what are the benefit of buddhi yoga, how what is the benefit of using our intelligence in Krishna consciousness. And in this sloka, and from moving from 54 to 72, the symptoms of a devotee which is reaching Krishna consciousness, that is being discussed. Okay. So the first question is asking is, what are the general symptoms? So here is asking, so what are the symptoms of one whose consciousness is thus much in the, how does he speak? What is his language? So Srila Prabhupada writes that there are symptoms for each and every man. So for each and everything we have certain symptoms. Okay. So Prabhupada writes in the purport that for a rich man will be understood by his symptoms. Okay, the way he will, the kind of things he will carry, or the kind of entourage he will have, or kind of, the way he will spend, he will be understood. Similarly, a person in Krishna consciousness also will be identified. Okay, so just like in the purport of Prabhupada is saying that a fool is undiscovered as long as he speaks, but certainly a well-dressed fool cannot be identified unless he speaks. But as soon as he speaks, he reveals himself at once. So we can pretend so many things which we are not, but our real picture will come at the time of adversity. Okay, so I mean, in this example, till the time we can make a fool look like a, well dressed gentleman, but the moment he will speak, we will understood the level. Okay, so it said that if you want to understand who's I mean uh, a person, if you want to understand a person, you don't have to go and meet person, you have to simply go and speak the person with whom he associates. So you will understand the kind of friend one will have, will understand what kind of person that particular individual is. Okay, similarly here for a devotees, so here Arjuna is seeking the question for how a devotee is being identified. So devotees also have various symptoms. Okay, so it's very important, uh, being a devotee, we conduct ourselves in a similar way. Because if we are doing prachar, if we are doing preaching, then our acharan should be like that also. Okay, so achara and prachar should go in tandem. So what is achar? Achar means acharan. So our conduct should be in sync with what we are what we are preaching. If there is a duality in what we are preaching and what we are, uh, if there is a duality between what we are speaking and how we are conducting ourselves, then there will be no impact on others. So Srila Prabhupada used to say, purity is the force. Okay. So say for example, if we are chanting 16 now, then only we can say others to chant 16 now. If we are reading Bhagavad Gita every day, then only whenever we will say, okay, chant, read Bhagavad Gita, then it will have some impact. Otherwise, there will be no impact whatsoever. Okay. So so here, so since we have taken up this process of Krishna consciousness, so we have a great responsibility. Great responsibility of what? To great responsibility of conducting ourselves in the way it is suitable for being a devotee. Okay, we are wearing kanthi mala, we are wearing tilak, and then we cannot go and sit. We, we, we cannot go and sit. we cannot go and sit. We cannot go and sit and in we cannot go and sit in the pub or a bar and then okay claim to be a devotee. No, so we have to conduct. That's why in devotional service also there is a rules and regulation. Even for initiation also there is a period wherein a devotee, if somebody is claiming to be devotee, he is tested over the time. Just like that, if he claims okay from I'm chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra and I want initiation, no, initiation doesn't happen like that. You have to be following the required rules and regulations regularly over the time, and it's been seen whether this particular uh, person or a devotee is following all the required or fulfilling all the required prerequisites. So for I mean, a simple one is we will see okay four regulatory principles. Whether somebody is following the four regulatory principles regularly or not. What are the four regulatory principles? No meat eating, no intoxication, no illicit, no gambling, no tea, coffee, onion garlic and all. So if he is continuously over the time he is following it without any kind of deviation, and then he is chanting 16 rounds regularly, uh, coming in the temple for service, associating with the devotees, then he is recommended for the recommendation.
Prabhuji, your voice is breaking.
Voice breaking, Prabhuji.
I don't hear your voice.
Not audible.
Yeah.
No, no, Ji.
No, Prabhuji, I'm not hearing.
No, I'm not hearing. No, Prabhuji.
Oh, sorry, it was muted. Sorry, it was muted. Now you can hear me.
Ah, yes.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah, now
Yes,
Yeah,
clear.
Prabhuji.
yeah. I think I don't know. It got muted. Anyways, so 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 I was saying that okay. So for where from where you couldn't hear?
Four regulative
Four
principles.
regulatory.
Okay, okay. So that's why that's why we here we have to see check whether a person is following four regulatory principles regularly. He's chanting 16 out regularly, and moreover, he's associating with the devotees or not. It's not just like that. Somebody will come and he will claim. I mean, becoming a show of devotee is very easy. Why? Because the paraphrase for becoming a show of devotee is very easily available in temple. Go in temple, you buy a 500 rupees dhoti kurta, okay, buy 30 rupees kanthi, buy 10 rupees tilak, put a tilak, okay, 20 rupees bead, back 20 rupees beads, then you become a pakka devotee, okay, and then you can claim I'm a devotee. But it's not like that. Okay, so being a devotee, you can show outwardly symptoms, but until otherwise, you can fool the people outside. But you have to be truthful to yourself, because Lord is there to see us. Lord is the witness of all our activities. Okay, so that's why it is tested over the time whether somebody, some person, some devotee is following everything properly in place. So if he is doing regularly over a time, then only he is recommended for initiation, then only he is recommended. So that why there is so much scrutinizingly things are being done, so that we don't fall into a bad name. Okay, if you see normally people are more interested into money only. Okay, if you see there are society, there are so-called bogus gurus in the market. They are not bothered, they are not concerned about your spiritual well-being. What they are only concerned is about somehow or the other you give them some money, they will give you so-called initiation, and then you can also feel okay and I'm all good, they are also happy, you're all happy, you're also happy, you give them money, you're getting initiation, that's it. But they are not concerned whether how you are progressing in bhakti or not, whether you are really concerned for your spiritual life or not. Okay, so so why this question is being by Arjuna, so that in future people Lord himself will clarify these are the symptoms of a devotee. Okay, so we have to follow the instruction of the acharyas as it is. We should not deviate from it. And once we following the instruction of the acharyas, in sync, I mean as it is, then there are chances. Then that means we are in a right path. Otherwise, if we keep on deviating here and there, then it's very difficult. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says that neha bhikramanasya pratyavena vidyate swalpamasya dharmasya trayate mahatavaya. So he is saying that this bhakti will help you from greatest of danger, but that doesn't mean we should leave the bhakti, or we are doing the bhakti and we should deviate from the path. No. See, this human form of life is very rare. We have got this human form of life after going through the cycle of 84 lakh species of life. And now with some mercy of Guru and Sadhu, Guru and Krishna, we have got this Bhakti Lita. ब्रह्मांड चैतन्य महाप्रभु से ब्रह्मांड चैतन्य चैतन्य से ब्रह्मांड भविष्य कोनो भगवान जी गुरु कृष्ण प्रसादे पाए भक्ति लता जी with the mercy of Guru and Krishna we have got this Bhakti Lata ji, this seed of devotional service. Now what is our task? Now since we have taken up this process of Krishna consciousness or devotions of bhakti, then we should try to, the seed which is grown in our heart, it's sprouting, we should try to put water into it so that this creeper, this bhakti lata bead becomes a tree, a full-fledged tree. So why we have to water? What is the process of watering? So chanting the holy name of the Lord is the process of watering. When we chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, what we are basically doing is we are putting water in that, we are giving water nutrition to that creeper of bhakti lata bead. And there are other ways through which we can water this plant. So what are that ways of watering this plant? Then hearing. So we should once hearing is very very important, because the Navamida Bhakti prescribed by Prahlad Maharaj start with Shravanam Kirtanam Vishnu Smaranam. Okay, so Shravanam is very very important. So we have to keep on hearing. Every day we should hear stories of the Lord. We should hear about Krishna Katha. We should hear about Krishna and his pastimes. The more we hear, we should hear. What is Srimad Bhagavatam? Why devotees read Srimad Bhagavatam? So Srimad Bhagavatam is full of the stories from from full of the stories of Krishna and his devotees. So why we have to read? Why we have to hear about the glories of the devotees, or why you have to hear about Krishna? Because once we start hearing about Krishna and his devotees, then what happens? We get inspiration, we get faith, or Shraddha, develop. In Bhagavatam, Suta Goswami is telling to the sages Naimisharanya na, that, Nashta Prayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavat Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Nestiki. So Nashta Prayeshu Abhadreshu, that this once you read this Bhagavatam, what happens? All these once you read Bhagavatam, what happens? By the translation goes like this: by regular recitation of Srimad, by regular attendance in classes on Bhagavatam, and by rendering all service to the pure devotees, all that is troublesome to the heart is almost completely destroyed, and loving service unto the personality of Godhead, who is praised with transcendental song established, is an irrevocable fact. So when we start to regularly attend the classes on Bhagavatam, so Bhagavatam is about Krishna, then what happens? And we start rendering service to devotional, to pure devotees. Then what happens? Whatever that is troublesome to the heart, so all the bad things of our heart, kama, krodha, lobh, moh, mad, matsar, what happens? They gradually, they are gradually completely destroyed.
Decrease.
Okay, so this process, this thing gets completely destroyed. So we have all the impurities in our heart, we have all the bad qualities in us. So what is the way? This is the way. Nityam Bhagavad Sevaya. We have to Nityam, always we have to serve the Bhagavata. So we have to serve the devotees and Krishna. Okay, and chanting the holy name of Lord is similar, because there is no difference between the Lord and Lord himself. Okay, so what will the chanting of the holy name will do? Cheto Darpan Marjana. So it will cleanse our heart with all the impurities. It said that this chanting of the holy name of the Lord is such a potent tool that if we have, if our sins or our bad qualities are like a mountain hill, but once we start to chant, even this a mountain hill, like, our impurities or papa will get discharged, just because of, we are becoming chanting the holy name of the Lord. Okay, and that is the way. So this 9 ways of devotional service prescribed by Prahlad Maharaj is very very relevant. Okay, and if we simply walk on it, it says yajadachati shrestha tatra devato jana sayat samam kurte lokastanu vartate. So we have to follow the shrestha mahajans. Okay, so who were already advanced in devotion, so the acharyas, and we have to have and these instructions which are given by acharyas is not just a mental speculation. They will not just give mentally, okay, you have to do this, do that. Whatever they will say, whatever they will, the instructions will be they will be giving will be always sync in the instruction given by the Supreme Lord. Okay, so we have to cultivate, we have to cultivate a mode wherein we are wherein we have to become fixed in sadhana, wherein we have to become fixed in our devotional service. Okay, see, see, we have see right now our priorities are right now our priorities are very different, or we are bahushaka, we have different things going on in mind, and devotional service is the last thing which we think we have to do. Devotional service is the last thing which we think we have to do. So what we have to do, we have to bring in Krishna, we have to prioritize our devotional service, we have to uh, bring up bhakti. Actually devotional service should be our first priority. Okay, yesterday we were just discussing. I mean, all of us we are running after property. All of us are running. We are seeking material wealth, possession, and everything. But the interesting fact is, whatever wealth, whatever property with so much struggle we accumulate, or the wealth we accumulate, is is taken away from us at the time of death. And then when the dehantaran happens, when we have to take a new life, again we have to struggle. Is it not? Just think on this lines, that we have accumulated so much wealth, so much property with the help of so much struggle in this lifetime, and then when the death will come, it will take away everything. Mrityu Saravarashtaham. And then what will happen? Dehantaran. Okay. Dehino esnatha dehe kamarayam yamanjara tatha dehantara prapti dhirasatramaviti. So dehantaran will happen. And say for example we get another body, another human body. Then again we have to go through this cycle of, first we have to go in the mother's womb where we have to suffer, then we will get out of mother's womb, we'll take birth, and then we will come to the age of Kaumarya. 5 years from Kaumarya we have to go and study. Again we have to struggle so much hard. When we were kids we were just thinking when when we have to not, I mean when the time will come when we don't have to study. So for that we will struggle for another 25 years, then again we will get married, and then what will happen, again we will have kids, and the struggle of accumulating wealth will be, the propensity will be there. Again we will accumulate wealth, again we will work hard like donkeys and asses. Again we will get some building or bank balance car or this and that, and then again the same thing. So is it not very scary that, see, uh, so whatever, I mean, we are struggling so much, things will be taken away, and again we will fall into the trap. So acharyas explain that we have to be intelligent. Okay, we should use this human form of life very smartly. Okay, but the problem is 99% of people, they are not interested in devotional life. They are not interested in self-realization. Why? Because they have forgotten their relationship with the Supreme Lord. And because of the influence of Kali and because of the influence of Maya, they are trying to find solution in this. They are trying to become happy in this material world. Okay, in this so-called uh, uh, jagat, where there is only, I mean, dukhale, which is dukhale, and we are trying to find a way and means through which we are trying. Srila Prabhupada says the so-called scientists and all, they are devising the plans. They are coming out with the plans through which they can counteract the miseries. But they will and but they will never be successful in counteracting or getting rid of the miseries completely. Okay, so so it's very scary, you see. I mean, it's not that I just thought of it and then I was thinking, oh yeah, it's very correct only, because we are struggling so much hard, we are accumulating something, again it's taken away. So now since we have taken up one, now we have, with the help of some, because of our pious karma, because of something, we have taken up this devotion service. So we should remain fixed in it, and we should determine, we should not deviate, we should not run hither and thither. Okay, so bring Krishna into your priority. Bring Krishna in the center of your life and perform devotional service. Very easy. I mean, nothing. I mean, performing devotional service is not very difficult task. Okay, Acharyas has not given us a process wherein we have to leave everything and go off. Whatever we are doing, we have to continue to do it, but we have to do it for pleasure of Krishna. Okay, so we have to bring in Krishna into our center, in the center of our life. Whatever activity we are doing, we should perform as an offering to Krishna. Okay, so this is the way we have to do, and this is the symptom of the person who is merged in transcendental consciousness. The person who is really Krishna consciousness will do things which are aligned, which which are aligned to what Krishna wants. Okay, he will speak what? What does? How does he speak? He will speak only for only for glorification of Krishna. He will not speak anything else. The Suta Goswami Sri Bhagavatam says, Muniya Sadhu Krishnam Bhagavad Veer Lok Mangalam Tet Krishna Samprashno Yatatma Suprasiddhiti. So he says that people will speak, but speak about anything and everything. But only the question related to Krishna Vasudev is the one which will give pleasure to the heart. Okay, so we should try to speak, but to speak, we should speak about the Supreme Lord. We should try to speak and speak about the glories of the Lord. So that is the way of speaking. Also. And artificially, we should not try to stop. And people, they will speak all sorts of nonsense. Okay, and then they will what they will do? They will perform some kind of Mohan Vrata or all. They will say, okay, today I will go on Mohan Vrata. I will not speak anything. No. So the senses is provided to us by the Lord. Okay, so all the senses, and Lord is Rishikesh. He is the master of all the senses. So what we have to do? We have to utilize all our senses for pleasure of Krishna. So right now we are suffering because we are utilizing all these senses in our own pleasure. Okay, with the eyes we are trying to see some material form through which we will get some sorts of enjoyment. With the ears we are trying to hear something which will give us some sort of pleasure. We are with this ear we are using it to uh, hear some kind of nonsense in the sense things which is gossip and all. With the nose we are trying to smell something which will which we will feel will give some kind of a smell to us. Okay, and with the ears, with the mouth we are eating all sorts of things. Okay, so what we have to do? We have to simply channelize all these things. Channelize all these things. We have to continue to do that. It's not we don't have to see the form, but what form we have to see? We have to see the form of Krishna. Okay, we have to we will we will smell something. So what we have to smell? We have to smell the tulsi or the flowers which is offered to the lotus feet of Krishna. We will speak something. So what we have to speak? We have to speak about Krishna. We have to chant the glories of that Supreme Lord. Okay, and we will eat. We will eat something. But what we should eat? We should eat Krishna Prasad. Okay, so and eating Krishna Prasad is very 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 important. Okay, why? Because everything starts with the mouth only. From mouth it goes to belly, and from belly it goes to the genitals. So it's a single line. So that's why we have to eat only food which is offered to Krishna. Okay, so these are the symptoms of Chit Prajna. A devotee is always fixing Krishna consciousness. This will not have anything else apart from Krishna. Everything he will do only thinking about Krishna. Anything and everything he will do only for the pleasure of Krishna. And Krishna will be always his first priority. So if you make Krishna your first priority, Krishna will reciprocate accordingly. Krishna says, "Ye thamam prabhadyante tham se bhajami." So whatever way one person reciprocates, I mean he will reciprocate in a single way, the same way. Okay, so if we bring Krishna up in our priority list, Krishna will also bring us up in his priority list. Okay, and regardless of whether we are bringing Krishna to our priority list or not, Krishna have already given us priority. Krishna is giving is providing all the necessities to all of us, regardless of whether we are devotee, we are chanting his holy name or not, whether we are doing bhakti or not. Okay, he's providing everything to everyone. He's providing the daily necessities for an ant also, who eats a little bit small morsel, and to the elephant also, who is eating the kgs. Okay, so he's arranging food, clothing, and shelter for us. What we are suffering is because we want things because of our desire. Okay, we are suffering because of our desire to enjoy separate from Krishna, enjoy separate from the Lord. Okay, so in the Prabhupada, in one of the purpose, he says, understanding our relationship with with Krishna is root cause of liberation, and forgetting our relationship with Krishna is root cause of bondage. Okay, so what we are doing, we are trying to lord over the material nature. So all this Charachara Jagat is who is owner of all this Charachara Jagat, all this material world seen and unseen, the Supreme Lord. Okay, but what we are doing, we are trying to trespass the property of Supreme Lord. We are falsely claiming to for the ownership of this property, that I am the owner, and because of this mentality of I, me, and mine, that we are stuck here. We are suffering. Okay, actually, this once because we are falsely identifying ourselves, we keep on identifying ourselves with this body only. I, my, myself. I, my. Okay, but we don't know what is actual my, what is actual I. So anything and everything in the body, which is this physical body, which is made up of 5 elements, we claim to be ours, mine. But actually, if we read them, we have already discussed so many times that we are not this body. We are a spirit soul. Okay, and the spirit soul is part and parcel of the super soul, Paramatma. Atma is part of Paramatma, super soul, or Bhagavan. We are part and parcel of Bhagavan, and the Atma and Paramatma both exist eternally. Okay, it's not that after his body is perished or that somebody dies, his identity is finished. No, no, we both exist eternally. Okay, that's where Krishna confirms. He says, "Nate vaham jatu nasham natva nime janadipa nachaiva na bhavishyami sarve vaimata param." That there was never a time that you were not there, Arjuna. You and me were not there. There is never a time that there is, I mean, right now also we and myself and you are there. And future also, myself and you both, we will both be there. The only thing is, I remember everything and you doesn't remember everything. Why? Why we forget everything? We forget everything because of Dehantaran. Because we keep on changing the body. Okay, देहिनो इसमें यथा देहे कौमार्यम निरोजरा तथा देहांतर प्राप्ति धीरे सत्नुमति तथा देहांतर प्राप्ति. So because of this transmigration from one body to another, we forget everything, but Lord remembers everything. Why? Because he is residing as a Paramatma in everybody's heart. He is a Kshetrajya. Okay, so we think, okay, we will say, I know, we know something. Okay, we know about our own body, but Lord knows, we know the pain and pleasure of our own body. What is happening in my body? Whether I am having a toothache, whether I am having a back pain, whether I am having a stomach ache, whether I cannot able to see with eyes, whether I cannot able to hear with the ear. So we can know the pain and pleasure of this body. But Lord, since he's residing in all the living and non-living entities, Charachar Jagat, he knows the pains and pleasure of everyone. Okay, so we cannot cheat the Lord. We can cheat everyone and everyone. We can falsely claim which we are not, but we cannot cheat the Lord. Okay, so that's why since Lord knows everything, we are part and parcel of the Lord. So once we understand that we are part and parcel of the Lord, and Lord is his Maya Dakshina Prakriti Svite Characharam, all this universe, everything is working under Krishna's direction. भोक्ताराम एक तप्तम सर्वलोक महेश्वरम सुहृदम सर्वभूतानाम जताम संतरिष्टि. He is the bhokta, he is the enjoyer of everything. And what we have to do? We have to become a saner person. We have to become intelligent person and start to do which is required to be done. Okay. So Srila Prabhupada says that all of us, we are diseased. We are diseased in this material. What is the disease? The disease of falsely claiming what we are not. Okay, misidentifying with ourselves. Okay, so we are all diseased, and the devotees and Bhagavad Gita and all are doctors. Okay, so once we go to doctor and doctor has given us medicine, what will be the intelligent thing to be done? To eat that medicine and get cured fast and get out of this hospital as early as possible. Don't try to remain permanent in the hospital. Okay, because it's full of misery. So we should try to become intelligent. Okay, so now we have understood. Okay, that Supreme Lord is supreme, and we have to serve the Supreme Lord. Then we have to think on that line. We should not deviate here and there. Okay, because scriptures are very very clear that this material world and in the association of matter we cannot get happiness. Never ever can we can get happiness in the association of matter. The real happiness is only with spirit or the spiritual or the supreme Lord. Okay, Krishna says, Devi Esha Gunmi Mam Maya Durasya Mamya Prasad Maya Santana. So till the time we are in this material world, we will till the time we are working the three modes of material nature, we will suffer. Okay, so we have to stop the suffering completely. We have to take shelter under the lotus feet of the person who is beyond these three modes of material and who is the supreme Lord. So a person, so a sthit prajna for which Arjuna is speaking about here is always fixed in the devotional service of the supreme Lord. With his mansa, vacha, karma, his mind, body, and action, he is always serving the supreme Lord. Okay, so so that is the symptom of a sthit prajna. And moreover, because he knows, so it's not that okay, so we have surrendered to the supreme Lord, that means pains and pleasure will not be there. So till the time we have this material body, rest assured we will be, we will have all sorts of problems. These three problems are always be there: adi bhautik, adi devik, and adi adhyatmik. So it's not that if somebody is a devotee of the supreme Lord, he will not, he don't have to go through the pain. No, he will also go, and he have to also go through the pains and pleasure. But he knows that these pains and pleasure are to only to this body. But but myself, I am beyond this pains and pleasure. Just like a car and a driver. Okay, so when somebody is driving a car and the car somehow bangs the other car, or somebody from behind, comes and bangs to the car. So what happens? The person who is inside the car will come furiously, he will come outside furiously, and he will start to shout. Why he will start to shout? Because he will say, my car have been broken. So actually, he's shouting because he is thinking that he himself is a car. So because of his misidentification, because of his identification of himself with the car, he is getting trouble. But actually, he's safe. He don't have anything to do with the car. But because he's so much attached to this car, he is thinking that this car, is been broken. But he is safe. He don't have any. Similarly, this body, the soul is different from this body, and because we keep on identifying, that's why we have so much trouble. Me, my, and myself. We keep on, and all this suffering which are there mostly are because of mental. It's mental propensity. It's a mental thing. So same situation will be there, but if something is so-called not related to me, we are safe. We are okay, and something which is related to me, we are not okay. Why? Because this word me is attached to it. And but whereas a Pragya or a devotee of the Lord or a devotee who is seeking a person who is seeking devotion service, he don't have anything. He knows that whatever is happening is for good only, and he is beyond this. Is He is beyond this body. Okay, and he will tolerate everything. Masparshastu konte sitosha sukha agma piano nitya stam titiksha bharata. He will tolerate both the happiness and distress because he knows that all this happiness and distress is because of his own karma, and it will come and go. And what he will do, he will just simply tolerate it. Okay, because he knows that he is temporary here. He don't have to do with all this materialist. He will come. He have come here with some purpose. We get this one form of body with some purpose. What is the purpose? The purpose is not to build 150 floor apartment or build something. People will say we have to do something for society. We have to do something for society. For what? I mean, this human form of love life is not meant for working for society. Everything Lord have arranged everything. Okay, just see your body itself. Our body is so much complicated that regardless of how much scientists they will claim, they will not be able to make this kind of body. Just imagine, eyes are coming at the eye socket itself. In between this mouth, there is a teeth, which is like a stone. Okay, and in the body itself, once you eat, so much process is going on. I don't know there is any machine devised by any scientist wherein you eat rice and then it will convert into energy. It will come and convert into fat. It will convert into carbohydrate, and it will convert into blood cells and all. Not possible. You know,
Very slowly for coming from you.
people people will people will claim so many things. People will say this and that, but no scientist will be able to do that. Srila Prabhupada says that these scientists cannot do anything. I mean, cannot do anything in the sense they cannot. If you give flesh, body, everything, and ask them to start make a living being, they cannot be able to make it. Okay, they will say everything is running by nature. It is a natural process. But for for anything to run by nature, also somebody should be operating it. Everything, nothing can operate by its own. Even a robot have to be switched on. Even a robot have to be programmed. So who is the programmer? The Supreme Lord is a programmer. Okay, and understanding the presence of Supreme Lord is not very difficult. I mean, it can be as simple as drinking water. Krishna have confirmed in Bhagavad Gita, Tasvamapso Konteya Prabhasmi Suryo. Even a poorest person, everybody is drinking water. But when we drink the water, when we get the taste of water, who is that? It's because of Krishna, presence of Krishna. So understanding and seeing Krishna each and everything is not very difficult. But just that we have to get knowledge. Okay. In Bhagavata we say Vasudeva Bhagavati Bhakti Yoga Prayojita Janatasya Vairagyam Jnanam Chav Yada Hetukam. So what happens when you perform devotional service? Vasudeva Bhagavati Bhakti Yoga Janatasya Vairagyam Jnanam Chav Hetukam. You will get knowledge and detachment. So what knowledge you will get? That you are different from this body. You are not this body. And you are part and parcel of the Supreme Lord. And your Swarupa is, your constitutional position is not to enjoy separate of the Supreme Lord. Your constitutional position is to serve the Supreme Lord. And with this understanding, when you understand, when you identify, when you know that who are you, what is your identity, then what you will get? Detachment. Detachment from this material world. Detachment from material pains and pains. Okay, you will not be interested much into gaining material, so-called material wealth, so-called material happiness, because there is no happiness in this material. So Janatasya Vairagyam Jnanam Chayam to come. And Vairagya is very, very important. Detachment. So Prabhupada says until somebody is disgusted from this material life, he will not be able to trust, he will not be willing to get out of this, you know, disease condition. So until otherwise somebody understand that is disease and he needs to get medicated, he will not go to doctor. Okay. So Vairagya to what? Vairagya to this so-called ownership, the propensity of ownership. So we have to take Vairagya from there, and that will come with the knowledge. Then we'll understand that this material body is temporary, and we are part and parcel of the Supreme Lord, and our constitutional position is serve the Supreme Lord, and our goal should be to serve Krishna. We have to work for pleasure of Krishna. Then Vairagya will come. Vairagya will come from the ownership mentality. The Vairagya will come from this material so-called material wealth. The Vairagya, and when this Vairagya will come, then that is the time when we will feel peace and happiness. Okay. So bhakti is very, very important. So we have to perform devotional service, and this is what the symptom of distant prajna is. He's always fixed in devotional service with attention, ahiduki apratita, uninterrupted and unmotivated. So he works for the pleasure of the Lord without any motivation. Okay, because he does things just as a duty. Okay, so bhakti should be done in the same way, without any motivation and uninterrupted. That's why we have to perform this devotional service, sadhana, japa every day. It's not that it's one day task or once in a year. We have to perform every day, because if we love someone, then we will try to remember him every day. Correct? Yeah, yesterday only I saw one video. I got one message wherein there was this person. He was chanting Modi, Modi, Modi on 17th. I think it was Prime Minister's birthday, and this person had some YouTube channel, and what he did, he chanted Modi, Modi, Modi for 24 hours. And then just imagine chanting Modi, Modi, Modi. He got into newspaper. Okay, he got newspaper. People were taking his interview, and then he told that I want to meet Modi ji somewhere. Some Modi ji will come to know, and then he will recognize me. So just see, if for a normal person somebody is chanting Modi, 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 and Modi ji is able to hear and he is giving him audience. Just see the supreme personality of Godhead who is residing in our heart as Paramatma. If you are chanting his holy name, will he not respond as that? He is already responding. He is already arranging everything for us in a proper way, and he is doing whatever is best for us. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Sammoham sarvabhutishu name deyasi na priya ye bhajansi tumam bhaktya maya tete sichapeham. that I'm Samoham Sarva Bhuteshu. I'm a sum to I am equal to everyone, but whoever is my devotee, I give him special care. I give him special attention. He's already giving us special attention. He's already giving us what is required to us. Okay, just that we have to call him. Okay, just we have to make sure that we are always with him. He only, I mean, it's not a sentimental thing. Okay, why we have to do? No, it's a proven thing. Okay, and we don't have to give up everything. So after hearing Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna didn't left everything. He didn't leave the battlefield and went to the forest and start doing japa. No, he heard Bhagavad Gita, he heard the instruction of the Lord and worked as what Lord required him to do. Okay, this is Thane Sthita by Sabyasachi. So whatever situation you are, whatever constitutional position you are, you stay to do that. If you are a worker, if you're working in a company, continue to work. If you are a businessman, continue to do business. If you are a actor, you continue to act. Okay, I will tell you one story from Prabhupada's time. So you know the famous Beatles group. So Beatles, this guy called George Harrison. Okay, so they were so much famous that thousands and thousands of letters used to come every day. So they were a band of musicians, and this George Harrison only gave us ISKCON that property in London. What was said that there is one Bhaktivedanta man. So he was the one who gifted to Srila Prabhupada. So when George Harrison came to Srila Prabhupada, and what he told George Harrison told to Srila Prabhupada, Prabhupada, I want to give up whatever I'm doing, I'm singing and all, and then I just want to chant Hare Krishna Maha Mantra 24 into 7. I just want to become a monk in the temple. Then what Srila Prabhupada says? No, don't become monk. Continue to do what you are doing, but glorify Lord, but glorify Krishna, because you will do more preaching than any of the brahmacharis residing in the temple. So they didn't say, okay, you give up everything, come and chant Hare Krishna, you accept and chant Hare Krishna. No, because we know the potential. Because joy, it said that Yada Arti Trishishta Tatre Tojana Sayat Samam Kurte Lokasayam Artate. That whatever good, whatever a known person or a well-known person will do, common men will follow. I mean, you see the actors and actresses, why these companies, they will ask the film stars and all um, to do advertisement on their behalf, or they want them to endorse them. Why they do the endorsement? Because these are the people who are influential, and people are just like crazy. And if you know Amitabh Bachchan says, and he will say, okay, Narotan Til Lagao or Sardar Ko Bhagao, then everybody will believe him that yeah, Amitabh Bachchan is using Narotan Til. Whether he is using it or nobody knows. He will not be using also. But he will say Narotan Til Lagao because Amitabh Bachchan is endorsing that what we have faith. We know, we will say this is a brand, and there will be similar thing which will be cheap, I mean lesser cost, but we will not be purchasing. Why? Because there is no Amitabh Bachchan associated with it. So all we are running after brand. So what is brand? So brand. So why something which is so called branded? Why they have high rates? Because they have to give to all the film stars. Okay, if Amitabh Bachchan is endorsing, he will take at least 10-20 crore rupees. So from where it will come? It will come by inflating the price of the product. They are not going to give Amitabh Bachchan from their pocket. They are going to take us from us only, and we will say Amitabh Bachchan or some heroine. I will say some beauty product and all. So everybody wants endorsement, and here Krishna is endorsed by so many acharyas. Okay, and Krishna himself is endorsing. Chitam bhavati dharmatma sastra shanti nigachati kontiya pratijana hi name bhakta pranachati. So he's giving the guarantee that my devotees will never perish, but we are not taking that endorsement. Okay, so so that is the thing. Again, we should we should be we should focus on bhakti. Okay, and once we are fixed, once we are devoted, once we are aligned to the once we are aligned to the once we are aligned to the thought process, then once we are aligned to thought process of bhakti, then we should continue it without any interruption and deviation. Okay, so that is the thing, and this is the symptom of astik pragya. This is the symptom of a devotee who is fixed in Krishna consciousness. So regardless of whatever happens, he will do. He will do whatever is required for for his advancement in devotional service. He will not give any excuses for not doing devotional service. He will not give any excuses for not chanting his rounds. He will not give any kind of excuses for not reading Bhagavad Gita. He will not give any kind of excuses for not performing devotional service. Why? Because he know that this is the most important thing of my life. Okay, and actually, whenever something happens in our life, this we all of us, we have this tendency that we will think that because of this devotion, because of my chanting or because of my reading Bhagavad Gita, this is only, this for this, because of this only I'm not getting time, because of this I'm not able to concentrate on it. And first thing we will give up is chanting only. First thing we will give up is reading only. If say for example we have to work hard, or say for example we were working for 10 hours, rest everything we will watch Facebook, we will watch WhatsApp, we will read newspapers, we will watch TV and all. But just because I have worked 10 hours, Prabhu, I could not chant, or I'm not able to do bhakti, I'm not able to do my sadhana. Why? And rest of the thing, eating, meeting, sleeping and defending, whether you work for 10 hours, 12 hours, you will do everything. But what first thing you will give is give up this chanting. Okay, this thing is not my priority, tomorrow I will do it, or even if I don't do it, it doesn't bother. Okay, so this means how much serious we are, how much fixed we are, how much love we show towards the Lord. Many a time we give these examples, if a mother have a child, regardless of how much severe headache a mother is having, a mother will go and cook for the child. Even he will see little bit, she will cook some khichdi, so that he will know, okay, every day my son is eating rice, dal, chapati, but today my health is not good. So at least let me give him some khichdi, so at least he will have something. Why you will do like that? Because you have love for him. You know he is dependent on you, and that's why, because of severe headache also, you'll perform that task, because that is so much natural love for you. But when it comes to the Lord, even some slight headache, oh no, chanting is the barrier in watching TV. Will even if we have headache or we will something, we will watch everything. We will do everything. We will talk. We will do, but we will keep up the japmala side. Okay, let it be there. Why? Because I am having headache. Oh, if you have love, then regardless of headache, who is saying just sleep and chant, lie down and chant, take the holy name of the Lord, and it is the best medicine. Okay, we are living the best medicine and we are taking something else. So it's a panacea of all the problem. It is a brahmastra for everything. So first thing when we have problem, what we should pick up is the japmala, is the chanting lead. And it's not me I am saying. Practically, practically have seen, in life of so many devotees. They will, if they have problem, they will not take shelter of anyone. They will take shelter of Bhagavatam. They will take shelter of Bhagavad Gita. The moment you open the pages, you have the answer for it. Okay, so first thing, no, regardless of whether you are, so somebody will say, Prabhu, I was not able to concentrate. It's okay. Where is Lord saying you have to concentrate? If you have problem, even if you're not able to concentrate, just do it. Just do it, no problem. If you're not able to concentrate, just do it. Just like you're preparing khichdi, na? Every day you're giving so many nice dishes to your children, but you're giving someday khichdi. So what children say, I will not eat khichdi, he's taking it. So Lord will see, Lord will not see. Lord will see this my devotee. Even he's having so much pain, even he has so many problems, but he's not giving me up. He's holding me, if you see the life of Pandavas, they were very much close to Krishna. They were very much close to the Supreme Lord. But they were having so much troubles in their life. But what they did, they never gave up the company of the Lord. In fact, her mother, when Krishna was going to Dwaraka, he prayed to Krishna that he give me more troubles in my life. She told Vidda Yantuta Shashvat Tatra Tatra Jagat Bhauto Darshanam Yasyaya Apunar Bhav Darshanam. He says, I don't want all this, happiness now. Oh Lord, give me trouble, because when I was in trouble, you are with me. So, because I will keep on seeing you, because seeing you means that we don't have to see the repeated cycle of birth. Okay, so we should have that determination. We should have that love. Devotional service is not about fear. Nobody here is saying you have to be fearful of the Lord. A son is never fearful of his father. Okay, we should not. Are we fearful? No. If we have problem, whom we will go? We go to the Lord only. We will go to our Father only. Correct? We should not be fearful, but we have to show the reciprocation. Okay, so we have to develop that kind of love, and this is what the pragya, what Arjuna is asking me to do. He will be fixed in devotion, regardless of whatever happens. He will be fixed in sadhana, regardless of whatever happens. Okay, and all of us, we have got 24 hours. Okay, it's not that No, eating we will do, sleeping we will do, mating we will do, defending we will do. Why? Because these are natural activities. And bhakti, love of Godhead, is also coming naturally to us. But because we are so much attached to this body, we are so much attached to falsely identifying ourselves, we have forgotten our relationship with the Lord. And that's why this natural process has become unnatural. Okay, so what we have to do? We have to revive our lost relationship with the Lord. Okay, so when we start reviving our lost relationship, does it get, to be flowing in one day itself? No, it takes time. When that previously the marriages used to happen arranged marriage, okay, and the girl and boy used to not know each other. I mean, nowadays so all sorts of marriages are happening, live in relations with that relationship with that other whatnot. But previously the marriages were arranged marriages when most probably the boy and girl will not know each other and they will come together, and then there was no love at initially there is no love whatsoever. But gradually when they start serving each other over the time, what happens? They start to they start to love each other, and then they become inseparable, so much so that there are times we have seen in the news and all, that if there is a couple and if a husband dies, wife will also die on some day or the other day or something like that, because in separation. Okay, so similarly, how this love developed because of service. Okay, so that's why this chanting the holy name of the Lord is our service toward the Lord. Okay, don't think only going in temple, doing ghanti, tan 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 tan, Om Jai Jagdish Hare, that is service. No, Hare, chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra itself is the service to the Lord, because we are serving the Harinam, we are serving the Nam Prabhu, the holy name of the Lord. We are serving the holy name of the Lord, and this is what is the Yug Dharma of Kali Yuga. Okay, this is the service we have to do in Kali Yuga. What? Just we have to chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Rama,
Ram
Hare
Ram.
Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Okay, so this chanting the holy name of the service to the Lord, and this prajna will will manage, will arrange his life in such a way that he is always getting opportunity to serve. He will do his life in such a way, with walking, with speaking, whatever he is always merged in the transcendental, because he is always merged in the thoughts of Krishna. He will always seek out the opportunity how to serve Krishna, how to hear more, how to if you're a cook, if you're if you're a housewife, if just like we have the desire, okay, what all things we should every day we should give a new dish to our children or our kids. Similarly, if you have developed that love to the Lord, you will think, okay, what next, what next? Today I cooked this, okay, let me tomorrow let me offer this particular dish to the Lord. He will like it. Okay, or I want, maybe Lord wants makhan or he wants butter, let me make some preparation of butter. So that is what love, when we love each other, we will try to serve according to the what the needs are. We know what our husband likes, we know what our wife likes, and accordingly we will bring the things. Correct? Our wife likes some particular brand, so we'll go and purchase that brand only. We'll not purchase, okay, some another brand, because we know that is his likes and dislikes. Similarly, Lord also have likes and dislikes. He is not impersonal. He is a person. Okay. When what is seeking? Patram pushpam phalam toyam. Do whatever you want. Seek me with bhakti, love and devotion. Man mana bhava mad bhakto madi ajivam. Become my devotee. Offer obeisance unto me. Okay. We have to do that. Okay. And nothing goes out from your pocket. Okay. I mean, all of us, we are so much attached to our wealth. But performing bhakti doesn't take out a penny from our pocket. And it's the only way to get peace and tranquility in our life also. Okay, so we have to do it. It's a zero investment and maximum returns. Okay, nowadays you see how many returns is 10%, 12%, 8%, 9%, but here 100% return is there, and no loss is also there. So there is no loss. If you go in share market here, you put some money, you make something, there is a loss. But bhakti is such a potent process. Krishna Bhakti is such a potent process.
What is the guarantee, Prabhu? Sorry if
Guarantee
I'm
of
wrong.
what?
I'm asking a wrong question, but I have a doubt on this. Like though you are chanting every day and every minute, okay, we are concentrating on Krishna. Okay, what is we don't know what it happens on the next birth, right? What is the guarantee on
Life.
that?
Lord himself gives the guarantee. Okay, in the 6th chapter he is saying Suchinam Srimatam Yede Yoga Brashto Abhijayate. So if you are fully Krishna consciousness, if you are full in Krishna consciousness, so if at the time of death you remember Krishna, then you go to Krishna Loka, okay, that you don't have to come back again in this place of miseries. Even if you fail, then what happens? Suchinam Srimatam Gehe Yoga Brashta Abhijayate. Even if you fail, then you will take birth in a nice family. You take birth in
Actually,
a good family wherein you can start your bhakti. And our right now, where whatever position we are, is because of we are able to hear about the Lord, we are able to discuss about the Lord, we are able to chant the holy name of the Lord, we are able to concentrate our mind on the Supreme Lord. It's just because we have done something in our past life. We
past
have
life.
some bhakti in the past life. That's why we are sitting here and discussing. Okay,
Exactly.
and Lord himself comes in Mahunasyanam Sasteshu Kashchititi Siddha Yatamapi Siddhanam Kashimamiti Sarvata. Out of thousands and thousands of people, only few will be able to understand. And that's where, we have so many people population. Why only 13 people are there in this call? Why only 10 people are there in this call? Okay, so yes, Acharya in Lord himself knows that not everybody will do. Tomato, you can go and purchase tomato. There will be a heap of people standing in the tomato shop, but only few will be there in diamond shop because it wants investment. It requires investment. What investment you are doing here? You are investing your time. You are investing your desires. You are giving up the things which is unwarranted. And nobody wants to pay this price. Okay, everybody wants to live the life of a so-called independence, and they want to suffer. But here, what you have to do, you are falling for regulative principle. You are chanting 16 rounds. You are regulating yourself. Who will be able to regulate all these things? You go and tell. They will give all sorts of reason of not doing bhakti. They will say, no, I don't want to do. I want to live a life like a animal only. Okay, so this is the guarantee, and moreover the guarantee, and we don't have to go in the next life. Here itself we can understand the changes in our own self. Is it not, Nagesh Prabhu?
Actually, Ji, shall I tell?
Nagesh Prabhu?
Ji?
Yes, Prabhu.
So I mean, don't go in the guarantee of the next life. I mean, just here in ourself itself, there is a vast amount of changes in how we were and how we are, and this is for us to understand. Nobody else can be able to tell you that you are advancing. We ourselves will able to gauge ourselves. If you go one year back down the line and see yourself, is there a change or not, Nagesh Prabhu?
Yes, Prabhu, change is there, but I'm asking like though what is that? What I'm trying to say here, right? We are doing all these things, right? Okay. Some of the persons they won't do anything also, right? We don't know what it will happen on the next birth, right? That is what just I have a concern. Like I want to ask you prior itself. Just I'm asking now.
No. Yeah. So
Actually,
don't worry about what others are doing. Okay. Yeah, Mataji, you have to say something. Please go ahead.
actually, what Lord says in Bhagavad Gita is, we should do bhakti and without asking for any reciprocation. Is it not? We should not ask for do this. You guarantee or anything. We cannot ask like that. We have to do bhakti only. That's all. He's telling like that only. No, do your duty and do everything without any result. That is what he is saying. Is it not? So we should not
Yes.
think of any guarantee or next birth, or even for
I
you
need
give mukti, you give next birth, you give this, that. It means we are asking for some reciprocation for our devotion. Is it not? We should not
Yeah.
ask like that, no? That is
Correct.
what Lord is saying in Bhagavad Gita.
Yeah, we should not seek any material benefit. But Nagesh Prabhu's question is very relevant. So he's saying, what is the guarantee that in the next birth, whatever we are doing will happen or not? Correct, Nagesh Prabhu? Nagesh Prabhu?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, Prabhu. That
So
is what
so
I'm asking. That is
so
what I'm.
You don't worry about what is going to happen, in the next birth or not. Similar question was asked by, I will give you two examples and then you will understand, you know. So first example is of Srila Prabhupada's life. So Srila Prabhupada, when Srila Prabhupada was there, so that time one reporter came. I think we have already discussed this once, but again we will discuss it again. So Srila Prabhupada was asked by a reporter. He told that, oh Swamiji, you are always chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. You say that Krishna is this, Krishna is that. Just imagine that, just think that if you go at the end of the day, at the end of your life, you die and you understand that there is no.
Prabhuji, voice is not there. Prabhuji.
Prabhuji, voice is not there.
Yeah, Prabhuji.
We cannot hear you.
Your voice. Hello. Prabhuji.
We cannot hear you. Prabhuji.
There, and he's a fact, he's a person, he's all pervading. Okay, now he said, coming back to your conclusion. So he said, okay, if say for example I agree with you, I will tell, okay, there is Krishna is not there. Say for example I come to know that Krishna is not there. So he said, what is the loss on my part? Okay, there is no loss, because while I'm living, I'm happy. I'm living happily in the sense that I am living a regulated life, and because of that, I'm chanting the holy name of the Lord. I'm doing devotional service. I'm having peace and tranquility. I'm not running like a mad or a donkey or an ass and suffering like anything. I'm peaceful and happy. Okay, so there is no loss. Even though, say for example, if I agree with you, Krishna is not there, there is no loss. But you just think of yourself. When you die and you come to know that Krishna is there, then what will happen to you? Okay, Nageshwar, you understood?
Prabhuji, I think we lost your voice. I think you need to. Can you please repeat, Prabhu? After
from the reporter.
From the reporter.
Okay. So the reporter asked that whether Krishna, you are chanting Krishna's name. So what is the guarantee that Krishna is there or not? Okay, so for example, you chant, and at the end of the day, you die and you come to know that there is no person called as Krishna. Then Srila Prabhupada says, no, Krishna is a fact. Krishna is there everywhere. Krishna is omnipotent and omnipresent. Okay, and this is proven by the scriptures, and all the acharyas, the previous acharyas, they have also given the testimony. And moreover, if Krishna's name is not different, and that's why we can feel the bliss whenever we chant Krishna's name, whenever we perform devotional service. So it's a fact. But now, and there is, say for example, and then he told the reporter that even though if I accept your thing that okay, Krishna is not there, then there is no loss on my part. I have not wasted my life. I have utilized it wisely. I'm happy. I'm feeling happy. I'm feeling the bliss because of performing devotional service, and there is no loss in it. I'm regulated. Everything is going fine for me. My mind is stable. My consciousness is stable, and I'm not suffering like any other person. So I'm happy. So there is no loss, even though if I accept the fact that Krishna is not there. But he told, you just imagine what will happen to you. What will happen to you if you come to know that Krishna is there. So you will be a loser, not me, because here also you're having struggle, you're having you're having so much trouble, and then after that also you will struggle because you know that you have wasted your life and not the devotional service, and you have to suffer your misdeed. Okay, so this is what the answer Srila Prabhupada gives. Prabhuji, you understood this? Nagesh Prabhu?
Yes, Prabhu, I understood.
Okay.
Okay, though the Krishna is not there, but we are in the process of regulative principles, right? That is
Yes.
what you mean to say.
Yes.
Our life is like a smoother, though the
Correct.
Krishna is not there. Yeah.
Yes. So there is no loss, correct?
Yeah, there is no loss. I understood. I got it. Yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah. So, and also I will give one more example, and then we'll conclude this session. So there was this guy, in Pandharpur. There is a place in Maharashtra called as Pandharpur, where Vitthal is there. Lord Vitthal is there. Lord Vitthal is another form of Vishnu. So every year during Ashadi Ekadashi in month of June, so many people all across Maharashtra, they will walk and come to meet to see the deity of Vitthal. Okay. And then there was this guy who was around 80-85 years old, and one atheist person was there. Okay, so he came to him and told, "Oh Baba, from where you are coming?" Then he told, "I coming from this place which is far away from Solapur." He said, "Okay, so where are you going?" He asked. Then this person told, "I am going to see Vittal." So he said, "Every year you come?" He said, "Yes, every year I will come and take darshan of Vittal." Then he said, "Okay, but have you ever seen Vittal in person?" Then he said, "No, no, I have seen Vittal. No? He's there, he's standing there." "No, no," he said, "Have you seen the form of Vittal? Have he came in front of you anytime? Every time you go, you will see the form. That is statue only, na?" Then this person told, "No, no, that is Supreme Lord himself." "No, no, tell me whether you have seen him in person or not." Then he said, "No, no, I have never seen him in person. He never came in front of me in person." Then he said, "How did you believe that he is there?" Then he gave a small example. What he told. He told, do you have dogs in your area?" Then he said, "Yes, yes, we have dogs in our area." Then in the night, you see, when one dog, barks, all of a sudden the other barks in other dogs in that particular society, they start to also bark. Why? What happened? He said, then he's asking, this old person is asking, he says that the one dog which is starting his barking, he has seen something which is abnormal. Okay. So because he saw the things are abnormal, that's why he starts barking. And all these dogs have faith on this person that, okay, one of my person have seen some abnormal thing. So in order to alert, they also will start barking because of the faith they have in that person. So similarly, I am like that dog only. I have not seen, but my acharyas, the scriptures, so many exalted devotees, Gyaneshwar, they have seen, and because they have seen, I am also following the process. And once I will come to the stage of purification, I will also feel the same. I will also see the same thing which they have seen. Okay, making sense? Agish, does it make sense, or others, does it make sense?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Great, Prabhuji. It's really
Yes,
very
Yes,
nicely
Prabhuji.
done.
Prabhuji, so nice.
Yes, Prabhu. Yeah, it's nice. So though we are not seeing, but we have to believe that my acharya is following that, so we have to follow that.
So we have to follow the process, and gradually, when the purification will happen, we will also ultimately reach that place.
Okay, got it.
Okay. Okay, so it's already 12:25, and I will stop here, and then the floor is yours. If you want to ask any question or query, then we can take the question or query. Okay, Hare Krishna. Om Tat Sat, Hare Krishna. Any question or anything you want to add? So nobody have any question on this?
Prabhuji?
Yeah, man. Tell me.
Uh, Actually, I know some people who are very good and they do devotional service and they do the things correctly, but they suffer a lot. That is because what we say is it is because of the karma we say. Then
Correct.
okay. But then if it is like that, that is for what we are suffering is because of last janma means, how can we make others, that is those who are atheist, how can we make them that feel that there is God? If we are feeling that God is there, God should at least make them not to suffer like that, is it not? Then only we can
Okay, so I
say
will
that
give an
God
example.
is give. If we are believing in God, so we are not having this much suffering.
Let me rephrase the same question I do have that. Let me rephrase that question. Okay. What I'm trying to ask right here, I do know few of the persons are very good persons, and they used to follow the devotee, and they used to do all these things. But in their personal life, okay, they are suffering a lot. Okay, why they are suffering
Why
a
it
lot?
is like
Because
that?
why it is like that? They are doing Krishna devotees and everything, but I do understand like Krishna is there, but why can't Krishna help on them? whether whatever we are doing, is it for the next janma or else is it for the current janma also? That's what my question.
We do not know that next janma, what will be the next janma.
Yeah, we don't know. Yeah, we don't know.
But it is not actually, God is not correct in this, I think, because what we have done in the past, we are suffering. What the persons doing very wrong things are not suffering at all.
Yeah, very intelligent
Not
question.
correct, no, it is not correct, no.
Yeah,
Then
yeah.
wrong things are that is accumulating in the world.
Yeah,
So
I mean,
those who are doing wrong things are, they
This
say
is
that
Kali
it
Yuga,
is not,
Mataji. This is Kali Yuga.
Okay.
That is the reason.
Okay, Krishna should come and rescue us.
Kali Yuga
what I
is
am
completely
praying.
Papa Yuga. Okay.
That is what I am praying. Krishna should come and rescue us from all these evil things.
We think that those who are doing bad things, they are living good life.
Good life, exactly. That is
But
what,
during the time of death only, they will get all their punishments.
whatever it is, during the time of death, but up to death, they are happy and they are not feeling this is wrong.
That we feel that. We don't know. Yamaduta is getting his soul or Krishna Duta is taking his soul. We don't know. No.
So till death they can enjoy, right? Then why we need to do that?
No, I don't feel like that. No, I don't feel like that. I feel that it is.
So you people are agree that materialistic happiness is the permanent happiness, right?
No. Materialist happiness is not. Those who are doing wrong things, they are happy and they are actually what they say is it is right.
Mataji, we doesn't know whether they are happy. We know that they are having wealth.
Absolutely.
When we go in person and reach the person, then only we will know they are happy or not.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, Prabhuji,
Okay, the
right.
satisfaction will comes from the heart. We doesn't know whether they are happy or not. You see, if you ask the sadhu or who are in the devotional service, you are seeing from the outer world that they don't have money, they don't have a car or own house.
Money or materialist things.
No. How do you know that they are not
They do
happy?
the wrong things and they say it is right. Is it not?
I'm coming to second thing. First thing is that we doesn't know they are happy or not, but they are having wealth. First. Okay. Second thing, when we come to the person who is a devotee, we know that they don't have a car, wealth, and all those things. But we doesn't know they are happy or sad. Okay. We are seeing from the outer things and saying that he is not happy.
Okay.
That is what my contention is. That we can say from the outer world he is not happy, but he will be more happy.
Yeah, we only understood that they are happy, but we don't know whether from the heart they are happy or not. I have seen many people like this, as Prabhuji has told now, like that. I have seen many rich people.
No, Nagesh Prabhu, you are talking. Yeah, Mataji, you continue, Mataji.
Yeah, I have seen many rich people. They have everything. They themselves told with me, we have everything, but we have a permanent pain in our heart like this. Son has died in an accident, and in family, husband has gone with some other lady, and like that. So many crises are there in rich family. So we are thinking that they are very happy, but they are not happy really.
No, not only that money, I'm saying personal life also. So many good people are suffering in personal life. That is good in heart and doing good things and doing devotional service. They are suffering a lot by personally. I say.
Reason
Why
by
it is
credit
like
balance,
that? Why
Mataji,
it
they
is
are doing these good things for this in this birth. They are taking to the next birth to good birth. They will get. This miserable everything will gone in this birth itself. Yeah. This is my understanding.
I also understand like that. Anyway, it is.
See, God will never do any mistake, Mataji. Okay, we do all the mistakes.
No. Those who suffer,
we hide our mistakes.
If we see
we
that
understand our
suffering,
mistake.
If we see the suffering in the good people, no, immediately we feel that why God is doing like this, is it not?
Right. We are standing one side of the bank, okay? The other side of the bank, we think that, oh, very nice, it looks nice. But when we go to that place only, we come to know that that is also similarly our part only, okay?
Okay.
So the wealth, money, car, these are all nothing.
Yes, exactly.
From the hut to bungalow and palace, everybody is having the same problems.
So can I speak now?
Yes, Prabhuji, please. Very sorry, Prabhuji.
Yeah, no problem. So, I mean, very relevant question. Okay, almost so many times we will feel that people in the. So first of all, we have to understand what is the parameter of happiness. Okay, so all of us think, so-called monetary wealth and all, we will think that is happiness. But but we rest assured, okay, nobody in this world is happy. Okay, so right from a small ant till the Indra, everybody is suffering. So the three-fourths of material nature is they are taking to everybody is caught in that way. Nobody is out. Only once seen. So nobody is out of the suffering. Everybody have to either suffer one of the three types: Adi Bhautik, Adi Devik, and Adi Adi place. So we think this person is moving in Rolls Royce, he is happy. No, that is not the case. You go and ask them. They have their own problems. We have our lower level. We have problem of what? We have problem of money. Okay, we will think we should get some money. At some higher level, we have car, everything they have, but they want more money, they want more wealth. They have this pressure of society. At a higher level, we see Narendra Modi, the Prime Minister, okay, he's happy, just sitting like that, doing nothing. But just go and ask him, what is the problem he is facing? 24 into 7, people are criticizing on the internet, people are criticizing in the opposition, neighbors are having problems. So, what all things he have to handle? So, nobody is happy in this place, in this material world. This is Dukhale Mashashvatam. Regarding some person is suffering, some person is not. Okay, so first of all, we have to understand that Lord Krishna never says that if you become my devotee, that you will be everything will be peaceful for you. If you see, when Krishna came to just before Krishna came in the life of the Brajvasis' life was simple and sober. They were tending their cows, they were milking their cows, they were drinking milk, and they were happy. But when Krishna entered their life, what happens? Someday Putana is coming, someday Vritasur is coming, someday Bakasur is coming, this sur, that sur. So many problems are coming. Indra is getting angry, pouring the heaps of rain, flooding everything. But did any one of them complain? So when Krishna comes in life, it means revolution will happen. Okay, it's not that if you do bhakti, everything will be all right. Even the greatest devotee of the Lord, the Pandavas, they were with Krishna himself. When person Krishna was there, personally, guiding them, they were suffering. What thing are happening to us? Huh? We are suffering nothing. They were given poison. Okay, next, their house were burnt, their property was snatched, their wife was disrobed, they were sent to exile. So what all things didn't happen with them? Huh? Are we are suffering going through all these things? We are not getting even a single iota of that. Okay, and what we see somebody is good, but we don't know what. So that's where we outwardly we will say, okay, I'm not doing it. All of us we will claim that I am the most pious person in this world. I am the most righteous person in this whole world. But we only know how much wretched we are. We only know how many times we have done the wrong thing. Okay, we only know what all things we have to do, we not have to do, we have done it. We only know. But all of us, we will think, I am the most pious person. Nothing should happen to me. I am the most clear person. I have never cheated anyone. I have never told lie. I have never done any sinful activity. But we only know we have done so many things. If we just sit back and understand, then we will. And regarding suffering karmas, so there are karmas for which you will get instant reaction. Okay, so if I come and hit you, give you one slap, what you will do? You will slap me back. This reaction solved. There are actions which will give reactions later. Okay, just like some person is doing some kind of wrong thing. Okay, or not paying taxes and all. So sometime he will enjoy, but over the time when the records will be taken care of, he will come to know and people will arrest him. And sometimes the karma will come after in the next life. So this chain of karma, this cyclic reaction, nobody can escape. So it's not that what we are done in the last life we are suffering here. No, there are so many actions we have done here only where we have to suffer here. Is it not? Huh? Am I telling? Is it not?
Correct, Prabhuji. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So that is the thing. So it's not that they are enjoying what we are enjoying. So this propensity of so-called enjoyment, we think that what I don't have, if somebody else is having that, he is happy. Okay, it's not like that. Okay, wealth is not the parameter. Just because I don't have, he has happy doesn't make any sense. Just like the people who are living in slum, one day they will, they will see the people in apartment, they will say they are happy. People in an apartment, when they will see person in a row house, they will be happy. People having an Alto will think, okay, people having Honda City is happy. Okay, so it's all because of our wretched desires. We think, okay, because I don't have this, he has, that means he is happy. Okay, so this is a misconception, and all of us here we are going through that. And if somebody is suffering, so everybody is suffering whatever action. So it said that if you sow the seed of a mango, if you plant a babul tree, if you plant a neem tree, you will not get a mango out of it. As you sow, so shall you reap. Okay, nobody is a pious here, nobody is a good person here. Whoever in this material world, according to scriptures, all of them are criminals. All of us are criminals. So anybody who is in jail, that means is criminal. Is it not?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
So,
Prabhuji.
our crime might be different. I would have done some pickpocket activity. You could have killed someone, or somebody have some plundered someone. But we have done some criminal activity. That's why we are here, and that's why we are suffering what we are suffering. Okay, so what we are currently seeing is half the picture. Okay, when the movie happens, when you go in a movie theater, movie is for 3 hours. Okay, and when we say, for example, a movie starts at 9 o'clock, and because of some reason we stuck in a traffic and we reach at 10:30, 11 o'clock at the time of the ending of the movie, and there what we see, the hero heroine, they are going together, they are getting married, everybody is happy, 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 everything is going on nicely. Then we'll see what I came to watch a action movie, and what I am seeing is this was family affair. So whose problem is this? We are only seeing the end part, but we are not seeing the past. Okay. So that is the reason we make a picture out of the things which we see. We didn't see the previous picture. What happened to the hero? Heroine got kidnapped. Hero came in. He rescued. Hero went into jail. Then there was a big fight. Hero got injured. Heroine prayed to the Lord. This that we didn't see. What we are seeing only the little portion of that picture. We are saying this person is a pious, but we don't know what the background history is. Okay, same thing, Bhishma also was asked. Bhishma told that I have seen my last 7 life. I have never done even a single papa or a crime. For what I am suffering here? Then Lord says, just go back just go back one more life, and you will see what you have done. You have pricked, pricked the earthworms. That's why you have to suffer here. So all of us claim that I am the most fire person. I am the center of all things, just because things are falling on me. But we know what things we have done. Okay, every day we are killing so many insects. Every day we are killing so many jivas. People, and leave that. People are eating non-vegetarian. What they are doing? They are killing only. And who will bear the sin? Who will bear the sin? I mean, just like our children are somebody cut and eat it. When we say praja, we will say the government. See, we will say praja. So praja does not mean only human beings. Praja means, or the subject means, the animals also. They are also under the purview. Okay, they are also jivas. We can, just because they are not able to speak, we cannot go and cut their children. The son. Say for example, my son is there. So just because I don't have that power, somebody powerful person will come and eat my children. Who will bear the sin? And we will claim I am the most pious person. How many people we are cheating every day? We are going to job. How many people we are cheating? We are doing business. How much extra profit we are earning? Nobody is here. Everybody wants to earn more, regardless of by hook and crook. Same book, same pen. If it's for 10 rupees, and if you ask, somebody is willing to pay 1,000 rupees, will not hesitate also. We'll ask, okay, give 1,000 rupees. And if we get 950, we'll get, okay, for one pen, we are taking 900 rupees profit. Who will pay? Okay. So we have to suffer our own karma. No, just because you're a devotee, being a devotee means, that means, so if you are suffering and you are a devotee, that means purification is happening. God is purifying yourself. Okay, and nobody can escape the karma. Yeah, if you are doing bhakti, if you are chanting, the intensity of karma will be reduced. Karmani cha nirdhati kintu cha bhakti bhajam. So the mood of a devotee is, if there is some suffering, he will never claim. A devotee never asks, he give me happiness. For devotee, happiness and distress are the same only. In fact, he will pray to the Lord, oh Lord, you are so much, you are so much merciful on me that I should get more suffering. But because you are merciful, I am getting only less suffering. And if happiness comes, he will just pray to the Lord, oh Lord, I don't deserve this. Just because of you, this happiness is there. Okay, so this is the mood of the devotee. Devotee will never claim anything. These Brajvasis, they were peaceful, but Krishna came in life, so many problems come, but they never complained. They didn't went and said, oh Nand, see your son, he's unlucky for all of us. Since they have come, so many problems are coming in life. So problems in life is the test. Actually, problem will come in everybody's life. But who are devotee, they can see hand of Krishna in it. And who are not, they will rot it there. They will lose everything. They will lose all the hope. But at least as a devotee, we have the hope that Krishna is there. Krishna is purifying us. Krishna is helping us. A devotee can see hand of Krishna in everywhere. And he is not concerned with happiness and distress. He is only concerned with his devotional service. That's the Acharya, that is the mood of the Acharya. Yatha tatha vavadhatu lampato mata prananathastu sevana paraha. Either you kick me or you embrace me. Whatever you want to do, you do. But you are my prananath. You are my heart and soul. So this is the mood of the Acharya. This is the mood of the devotee. Okay? Understood?
Yes, Ji.
Nagesh Prabhu?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Nagesh Prabhu understood? Nagesh Prabhu? Understood, Prabhu?
Yes,
Okay.
Prabhu.
Okay. So anybody else have any question?
Ji, one more question.
Yes, Mataji.
How many years remaining in Kali Yuga?
There are lots and lots. So Kali Yuga is 4,32,000 years. We have only crossed 5,000. So there are 4,27,000 years. So we are in the starting stage of Kali. Yeah.
Starting
So
stage only.
yeah. So this is the golden period. So don't waste your time. Okay. Utilize it wisely. Perform devotional service and close the chapter of the repeated birth and death here and here itself. Okay, in this life itself. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Anybody else have any question?
No, Prabhuji.
Okay, so if we don't have any questions, then we can. I think on Facebook one question is there: how to connect every act to Krishna. So, the simplest way to connect every act with Krishna is to offer whatever we are doing. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, "Yat karoshi yadasnasi yad juhoshi dadasyat yat tapasyasi kaunte tat kurusha madarpanam." So whatever you are doing, just do it as an offering to Krishna. So if you are going for a job, just say, "Oh Krishna, I am going for a job for your pleasure." If you are cooking, just say, "Oh Krishna, I am cooking for your pleasure." If you are doing some work, just say, "Krishna, I am doing it for your pleasure." So Krishna is Bhavgrahi Janardhan. He will take the essence out of it. Okay, so we have, this is the way when we offer everything to Krishna, and that is the way of connecting to Krishna. And the simplest way of connecting to Krishna in this Kalima is nothing but chanting the holy name of the Lord. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna Hare.
Hare Ram,
Hare Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram.
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
So whatever you are doing, just chant the holy name of the Lord. So this is the one of the most simplest way of connecting to the Supreme Lord. Okay. So that's it from our side. So if you don't have any question, then we will just go around and then uh, yeah, then we can disperse the fund. Okay. Jai Shri Prabhupada.